Hello and welcome to another edition of the One Team We Agree On. I'm Jillian.
I'm Kyle. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm feeling a little better.
Yeah, we both kind of came down with some quick illness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was weird.
Yeah. As usual, I pass on everything to you. Usually I'm not affected. I'm like the typhoid Mary, like passing on the germs I pick up at work and giving them to you. And
Yeah.
I'm not usually affected, but no,
No, I think we were at swim meet all weekend. Kids,
just run down and
yeah, just things happen. But anyway, yeah, we wanted to record a little bit of an episode. I know it's the bye week. Obviously, we got Union 2 first round playoff this weekend, Subaru Park. Union are in Charlotte. But, with the off week, we just decided to sit down here real quick record a little short thing, catch up on some U-20 World Cup action. MLS announced their 22 under 22. And kind of as we kind of hit on in the last podcast, just kind of talk a little bit more about the playoffs. So, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so while it is an off week for the Union, or it was this past
Well,
weekend,
yeah.
yeah, we have plenty to talk about.
Yeah,
So
we do. But before we get started, what are we wearing today?
I'm not wearing something soccer related, actually.
Oh my gosh.
I know. It is the home opener for the Flyers, and I am wearing my Matvey Michkov Flyers shirt that it says hope on it. And
But it's going to be the hope that kills you.
it is always the hope that kills you. But here's the thing, I don't have really expectations for the Flyers, but I'm a big fan of Matvey Michkov. I think he's definitely someone that can help with the rebuilding of this team. And Flyers are playing actually currently as we're recording this. Again, I have low expectations. Yeah. Oh, and Ruby has joined us on the pod. So yeah, there she goes.
Yeah.
And how about you, Kyle?
I am wearing the JSP Philadelphia Union dupe shirt that I wear a million times because it's kind of my official podcast shirt, unless I'm returning from work or I got a Las Vegas Light shirt on.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, yeah, hockey season's back. Go Flames, go! Um,
Yeah, it's kind of funny. You don't have a Flames championship banner in here because they don't exist.
they do actually, 1986,
Yeah,
but
but I've never seen one.
they
Meanwhile, we
apparently,
have a Flyers banner,
yeah,
Stanley Cup champions. It's over out of view, and but also it's from now 50 years ago was the last time
yeah.
they won. So yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, where can people find us at?
So you can find us on our website, theoneteamweagreeon.com, and find us on our YouTube channel for the One Team We Agree On. Find us on socials. We're at TOTWAG on Twitter and on we are on Blue Sky, and we are also on Facebook and Instagram at the One Team We Agree On. You can find me at silly double underscore Jilly on socials, except for at Blue Sky. I'm at Jillian Almany, but yeah, Instagram and Twitter. I'm at silly double underscore Jilly. And you, Kyle, can be found at Coach Almany on Twitter, Instagram, and Blue Sky.
Yes, let's get into it. Let's talk about a little bit of U-20 World Cup action.
Yeah. How about it? If the world didn't know about Frankie Westfield, I think they're finding out.
They certainly are, and it's unfortunate that they fell in the quarterfinals yesterday to Morocco, 3-1.
Yeah, tough match, for
Tough
sure.
match, and yeah, after beating France and beating Italy, two European powerhouses, Morocco's obviously been playing well, has had a great tournament,
Hmm.
so credit to them. But yeah, it was fun to see, Frankie out there on the world stage at that level and balling out like he has. I mean, when you look at him throughout that tournament, I mean, one goal, one assist in the competition. And as of yesterday, he led the U.S. in kilometers at 11 ran. So obviously that Bradley Carnell Union training, as he said in the beginning of the year, with this press situation, it paid off because I mean you could see it out there. He was all over the pitch, and made some good defensive plays. Had some learning moments as well. Um, but just the way he played a little different. Um, with that with Mi- well, what's his name?
Mitrovic.
Mitrovic's style. A little bit different, but I mean, still delivering good crosses and all that. But yeah, I thought he had an impressive tournament. And again, like we said, it's something that Union fans, um, who knows what's going to happen. He's definitely got himself on the radar now with scouts watching.
Yeah, it's just crazy when you think about that, just the trajectory, because he goes from maybe, being an off roster homegrown at the beginning of the MLS season, and maybe you're expecting, oh, he's gonna feature mostly with Union 2, kind of like how Eddie has and Sal has and those guys. But then Nate Harriel gets injured and Frankie gets to start the season, as a starter with the first team, and
He sees the
he
opportunity.
seizes the opportunity, and he has adapted so well to that MLS level and is getting all this notice. So I'll just say Union fans probably should enjoy him while he's around, because I'm sure he's catching lots of eyes.
He's definitely
So
catching the
yeah.
national reporters that cover youth and even major outlets. They're definitely catching him.
Yeah, so you love to see it, and and I've seen people even saying, "Hey, senior team maybe before long if he keeps it up." So hey, love to see it for him, especially a Philly guy like him and homegrown coming up through the system here. So, but
Yeah,
yeah, it was kind of funny too. I know there was some commenting on this on social media. Um, Shout out to Mandy, but saying like those Morocco couple Morocco players were trying to like, they were getting on Frankie, like
yeah,
pushing him around and stuff, and he actually kept his cool. But
he did.
but people are like, yeah, FAFO,
Yeah, no, I think in the match, yesterday, he had that chance there at the end when they were still 2-1 to kind of get that lead, and he's certainly going to want that one back. But
Yeah.
overall, a good performance. Just, Morocco was the better team given US had a lot more possession early on, had a lot more chances. They couldn't capitalize, and it's kind of the story of the Union. Sometimes they don't have a lot of opportunities or chances, and they create what they can. And yeah, um,
But yeah, so this means, of
excuse
course,
me.
Frankie should be back for the away match at Charlotte on Saturday.
But yeah, we did get to talk to the coach there during one of their pressers about Frankie. Now, this was before the Italy match. Asked him what he thought about Frankie and Eddie.
Yeah, we are very happy with Frankie, and I think that through the whole cycle, uh, camp after camp, game after game, Frankie is growing as a player, and it's great to see that his development is going in the right direction.
Yeah, and so that was kind of what he was saying. I did cut out because of the lag there on the network when about Eddie.
Yeah, because you did ask about Eddie,
Yeah,
and he said that Eddie did a nice job when he was there, as a training player. So, and then Eddie Davis, he actually was able,
yeah,
he was back at home to be there for the supporter shield,
he was.
thing. So, and then he was off again to Spain with the U-20 camp.
Yeah,
So, the other camp that was going on, him and Andrew Rick actually. So,
yeah, but I mean, again, it's a good opportunity. I thought it was a good tournament.
hmm
Obviously, you'd like to see the U.S. go a little bit further, get a little bit Frankie get a little bit more playing time, but
yeah.
unfortunate. And again, you'll have Frankie back now for Charlotte, hopefully, depending on what their travel schedule's like. You imagine him back.
Yeah.
Something I'll ask Carnell on Thursday.
Yeah.
But hey, again, well done to Frankie and the rest of the team, at least getting to quarterfinals. So,
hmm
and then kind of sticking with Frankie, little bit of other news. The MLS last week released their 22 under 22
Yes. And
list,
hmm
and if you remember, last year a couple names were on there, but Philadelphia had three people, players named. In fact, the
the
only
the only
three,
team with three players on the
yeah,
list, and they were at number 6, Quinn Sullivan. Okay, he was number 8 last year. He was number 6 this year.
it doesn't surprise me now. We can say all we want about The second half post Gold Cup, maybe
Hmm.
wasn't for him, but that first half, he definitely deserves to be up there. In fact, I think if he would have been continuing to play at that level, he might even been higher. Because he was certainly impressed with that first half of the season.
Yeah.
And he had some big moments here and there in the second half. I mean, you're unfortunate that, it does sound like his ACL injury, I mean, his
Mhm.
surgery went well.
Yeah, he did post on his socials, and he said he made it sound like he's going to kind of keep a vlog of his progress. But yeah, he posted his surgery went well, and so that's good to hear. Now he's, on the mend.
Yeah, no, and again, like we said, we wish him nothing but best speed recovery. Hope
Yeah,
everything goes well. There's
known too
no,
many people with ACL tears.
yeah. But then who else?
We had at number 13, Oetu Makanya.
And that's well deserved.
Yes.
I think I'll speak for myself. I did not see this one coming. Obviously, we thought Jan again, Glavinovic
Yeah.
would have been the starter in the
Okay. I wasn't
season.
sure where you're going with that. Yeah.
Hold on,
Yes.
we're going kind of similar to Frankie
Yes.
with Harrell, but Jan suffered an injury, and that, of
Yep.
course, subsequent injury, unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
But in his stay, McConaughey filled in admirably
Yeah.
early on in the season, and we didn't see that coming.
No, you didn't.
And he continued to grow, develop. Sure, he's had some moments of learning and growth, which,
Which I talked to him about, which we'll get into.
yeah, but at the same time, I feel that this is well deserved, and I think it was Dax McCarty had him on his best 11. Which when
Yeah.
I saw that, I was like, "Ooh, that might be a little too high." But I can see where Dax is going with that. I mean, he really has stepped into his own. Now, obviously, with Glesnes there
Yeah.
helping him learn,
Yes.
former Defensive Player of the Year, you can see that.
Yeah. I mean, to go from the guy that was, again, just like we said with Frankie, being an off roster, kind of player. Well, he was like basically he wasn't off roster, but he was like one that was expected to maybe not be, the main guy there. We
Right.
expected Jan. But like here he is getting this opportunity. He sees the opportunity as well and has just gotten better and better. And I think to his credit, he's been able to learn from mistakes that he's made throughout the season and get better. So you saw a lot of progress there and super happy for him. But to go from, just being kind of Union 2 and people saying, "Oh, he's a bust. Oh, why did he get the
Yeah.
U-22 initiative signing and, he's just being wasted there," to I've seen people commenting, "Oh, he's worthy of Defender of the Year contention." I've actually like one of the top defenders. I wouldn't say he's the defender,
I mean, I think he's borderline
but
best
in the
11
conversation, the
defense.
best. Yeah. So I mean, that's tremendous, and honestly, you love that for him, So
I would definitely put him up there as one of the better center backs this year in the league.
yeah,
Top two, that's going to be a little tough. But having said that, where you look at where he started and where he is now, obviously came in great shape. We talked about that. Bradley talked about how he came in great shape as well early on in the press conferences. So, hey, credit to him. Well deserved.
yeah. Were you gonna hit any clips yet? No.
No, let's talk
Okay.
about the last one,
Okay.
and we'll hit a clip.
All right. And then so at number 18, we had Frankie Westfield. And again, we've talked, quite a bit about Frankie already, but you love to see that he has impressed so many people at the MLS level and now, at the youth national level. And so you love to see that. And I know I saw in some different people's lists, they're like, oh, he could actually be a lot even higher on that list.
I think it was Doyle said, like, if he continues to play, could we see an Alex Freeman kind of jump where he's next year at top four?
Yeah.
It's certainly
Yeah.
possible. I think the way he's playing right now and the way he continues to grow and develop,
Hmm.
I know I use that word a lot, but it's true with these young kids, how they physically mature
Yeah.
and skill wise. Obviously, he has the hunger
Hmm.
to be good, to be great, actually, I should say.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, again, you can't say enough. We've already talked
Yeah.
ad nauseum about him.
I
So
mean, yeah, when he was with Union 2 last year, didn't we say, hey, Frankie gets a chance up at the first team. He's going to be a player that people love.
you said that. I kind of said, and
I was like, the fans will like him.
I think this was with Vince or somebody. I was like, I don't know if he's ready for that jump yet or not. And I was wrong. But
And I was right.
Yeah, you were. So, but he definitely proved me wrong, and I'm happy that he has. And
Yeah.
number one was Obed Vargas from the Mexican from plays for the Mexican national team from Seattle. Well deserved. Alex Freeman was up there. A lot of great names. So one name that was omitted that I did see in comments
Hmm.
that was on the list
He was like number 25.
last year, kind of got like the
Was he actually on the 22 last year?
I'm pretty sure he was. I remember, or he was on somebody's list.
Okay.
Maybe he
But
was on Bogart's
but yeah,
list.
just missing the list, and I believe he was like considered number 25. It's Kevin Sullivan.
I mean, really?
Okay, you have to look at not the potential, but actually how much they're contributing, I think, at the MLS level, like the performance. And while Cavan has done an admirable job when he
He's
gets
played
into
this
games,
year.
like he holds his own for he
Yeah.
just turned 16, okay? And he holds his own there, but
Yeah.
contribution wise and everything, I mean, I wouldn't say that he deserves to be in the top 22 for that. Now, amongst his age, or even if you're looking at, say, if you're ranking him amongst players at Union 2 level, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But amongst the MLS players, yeah. I think putting him at 25 is fair.
Yeah. Again, I mean, we'll see. He's played more than he did last year.
He can certainly, yeah, he can certainly make his way up that list next year.
Oh, sure, for sure. All right. Oh, just this will get
All
through.
right,
All right.
so
So we're going to share a clip now. You were down training. We talked to all the way through Macania. Oh, there's
yeah.
some pictures from Frankie from Morocco. Oh,
All right.
before we do that, let's talk. You were down
Yeah,
training.
so I was off from work on Friday. I went down to training. Lovely day, lovely fall day. And so I get there and actually because a bunch of the players are away with national team duties and things. Um Union and Union 2 were scrimmaging, which was pretty fun. So the picture that I have shown here actually, Giovanni Sequeira of Union 2 is kind of going out there with Mikel Ua.
Mhm.
And you have some other players in there. You see Andrew Craig was in there, and he's mostly been with the academy, but he'll train with Union 2.
There's
This is a good picture. So, okay,
you have Leandro, you have Jovan, and you
you have
have
Willie Ferreira. So,
and it
okay,
looks
wait,
like Jovan's
Johan's got his like arm around like Willie,
yeah.
like that. But I have to say, Willie was holding his own because like he was like at one point he was like he kind of just dribbled a circle around Alejandro Bedoya, like and just he was really doing well there. But it was fun to watch them. And then Mike Sheridan's back in goal, like for Union 2, and he's like barking at them and stuff and just like having fun there. And then George Marks was in goal for the Union. And no, it was fun to watch, honestly, and seeing these guys compete against each other. And here's you had Giovanni going against Ale, and Ale's got the Batman mask on because you know um I don't know exactly what his injury is. I don't know if he broke his nose or if there was,
Yeah.
what was going on. Obviously, we all saw him get hurt and bloodied up at the end of the match against NYCFC right before the,
Mhm.
whistle at the end. But that's Gio going up against Ale. Gio was fun to watch. I mean, yeah, he was definitely holding his own there too. So
Which is good to see. Well,
yeah,
and that's good training for these union guys going up against, the I mean, it's not everybody's there, but going on up against some of the guys from the supporting shield team. They're
yeah,
going up in a scrimmage against some of the best in the league. So
yeah.
definitely help them prepared. But you got to talk to all the way through Macania about,
Yeah.
a lot of things, and that article's on our website.
Yeah, go to the one team we agree on.com. I have my article with full interview, and there's audio too of talking with Makanya. And, he's definitely, great to talk to. We talked to him, earlier this season. We talked to him last year, and one of the nicest people, honestly. Like, but yeah, it was a good conversation, and I can tell he's really grown in his confidence too.
Yeah. So here is Macania and talking about the
So, you were recently named to the 22 under 22 for MLS. Can you describe how that felt being recognized for your hard work on the field?
I mean, honestly, it's an honor for me, to be part of the group that was selected, and it means a lot to me, to work hard and be recognized, is everything. So that means a lot to me.
You joined Quinn Sullivan and Frankie Westfield on that list as the only team in MLS to have 3 players named. First, can you speak on your thoughts on both Quinn and Frankie and what you've seen from their play this season to get on the list?
I mean, the guys have been working really hard. Their hard work is showing off, is showing, the contribution that they've had, into the club's, success so far. It just shows that they've been putting in the work.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, first thing, just to see McConaughey's growth. Again, his interview skills have gotten a lot better since I talked to him back when was that March after the
Yep.
whole Messi thing that went viral.
Oh, yeah.
And we got some good content from that. But
Yeah.
no, happy for McConaughey, happy for Quinn, and happy for Frankie.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's
Yeah, definitely go check out the whole interview if you haven't yet. So
there's some really good stuff in
yeah,
there,
we
and
talk about how it felt to hoist the shield and just some of the mentoring that's gone on with him, and also the team just looking forward to the match in Charlotte and the playoffs.
and before anybody asks, why didn't you ask about South America? We did
South
have
Africa.
Oh my gosh, South Africa. Yes, sorry, my God, yeah, South Africa. Yeah, wow, that was a blunder of the week.
Blunder of the week. Hear that, Todd? Blunder of the week.
Yeah. No. South Africa national team. We were planning on asking him that, but sometimes the conversation just takes a different turn.
Yeah, but definitely I think that he deserves a look from the South African national team.
For sure, for
Like,
sure.
seriously. So, but yeah, it was a great conversation. Definitely check it out. I have to say, like, um, if you could see how much he smiled talking about the Shield, like, with how he's worked hard to get to where he was this season, I could tell how much it meant to him. So that was great.
Yeah. Moving on, Union 2.
Big week for Union 2. It's time for playoffs.
They found out their opponent finally on
chose their opponent.
Well,
yes.
I mean, that whole thing last year was really cool because they had them all in the Zoom room.
Yes.
And Max Bretos, I think, was the one that was like
the moderator of it.
Yeah, and it was some really fun banter, and they got to explain. This one was just like, let's clip up a video after the fact, and it wasn't even the head coaches. It's like sometimes they had like player development or tactical assistant, and it was just I didn't think the quality was as good. It wasn't as engaging, and there was no suspense. It's like, here's a video.
Yeah, it was definitely a disappointment because last year getting to see all them on there and they put it on live.
Yeah.
And so we find out if just all these things clipped up, and it shows the coaches that are choosing calling up their opponent and all that, but like so yeah, it's a shame that they did it that way, but
let's watch the video here.
Yeah.
This is Ryan and Diego.
Yes.
Shout out to Ryan for letting Diego go.
For those who don't know who Diego Parra is, he is their video analyst.
He's their analytics guy.
Yeah, analytics guy. Yeah.
Yeah, and analyst.
Congratulations on making the playoffs, but unfortunately for you, you have to face us in the first round.
Unfortunately. Why us, Ryan?
It's always a great game between our teams, but also for the club, it always ends up being a great rivalry game. We know you're in a great run of form, but if we want to make a run at this thing, then we have to take the informed team and be in the first round. So we look forward to seeing you guys in 2 weeks in Subaru Park.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking too. We're looking forward to it.
Okay, so we pretty much like talking between us. We both thought that Cincinnati would be the natural choice because Union 2 have beaten them 3 times this season. And I think Ryan likes how they match up.
He's always talked about that several times, how they match up. It's going to be hard to beat a team 4 times.
Yeah. And 2 of those times were on the road, and then 1 was at home. Now, the one at home was kind of when they were in a bit of a bad run of form. Like, they still managed to win 1-0. I remember it was Kellen scored like the only goal in that game, like off a set piece. But it was, they've been battles, but I think, this definitely was the, I think, obvious choice. Some of the other teams are, I mean, it wouldn't be easy either with some of them, but of course, Red Bulls too. They chose the number 8 seed,
They basically,
Carolina Core, which I think would be hilarious if Carolina knocks them off. That's
oh,
what happened last year. Cincy was first, and they chose, was it Crown Legacy, I think,
mhm.
and they got bounced in the first round. So you just
You
never
never
know.
know.
It's all kind of tight. So
And the number, who was it? No, they Crown Legacy was the seventh
was it seventh?
seed
Okay, it
because
was eighth. I know they chose whoever was like eighth,
no,
I
they
think, right?
didn't. Crown Legacy was seventh because remember the joke was Columbus Crew was eight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And eventually, that's right. And but Crew made it through because then Union 2 played them
yeah,
for the
because some reason like we
semifinal.
went like 5, 7, 8. I remember it was something like we went with like the fifth seed that first round
But
game,
I know Marlin chose
and
NYCFC
they were
too.
like the fifth seed.
Yeah, but it was, hey, Union 2 won. So
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think Marlin knew what he was doing there, but he liked
anyway,
how they had matched up. So it's an interesting format that MLS Next Pro does. So yeah, the top 3 teams, they get to choose their opponent, and then the fourth seed they play whoever's left. And then for the next round, they choose again.
well, if
Well,
Red Bulls win, they
yeah.
will choose, and then
Yeah, then it's
Union will go
yeah.
whoever they get.
And then after that, it's not a choice. Obviously, it's just whoever's left. But yeah, so home match, people need to get out there, support them. 4 p.m. on Sunday at Subaru Park.
One last thing on that. Yeah, this year was kind of dull. I think there was only like one team in the West that kind of picked out of order, and I think it was like the seven, like the 2-7, like matchup was like a 2-6, and then it was like a
Mhm.
3-7, something like that. I forget who it was, but um, yeah, it just the matchup was different. But yeah, it'll be an interesting.
Yeah, since he's been in good form. But I do want to add
Yeah,
that I think each time Union 2 have played them, since he was on some kind of win streak, and then Union 2 ended that
so
each
we'll
time
see.
something. So hopefully they can keep it going. They're going to be at home and hopefully be raring to go. And again, Uh, if you're not doing anything, get out there and support them. They deserve to have a good crowd there. Playoffs were awesome last year, especially by the, um, Eastern Conference final. There
Mhm.
was great crowd filled up, the whole like one side, and they had to open up more sections. So hopefully people get out there and so yeah, I mean, Union are away, so
So yeah, we'll have more content coming on that later this week,
yeah,
obviously. Looking ahead to Charlotte, we kind of touched on this a little bit, but big opportunity for Philadelphia coming up on Saturday.
yeah.
Not only with a win are they going to eclipse the 76 points they got in 2022. They'll be at 69 points, which will be a new franchise record.
So past the 67 points, you mean? That
Six, yes,
6, 7. Oh God.
yes, you just
If you
did.
know,
That's
you
why.
know.
That's why I tried to brush over it. And I said 67 points.
67.
They're going to eclipse that with 69. All right.
Oh, nice.
So,
That number two.
okay,
I need to
we're
stop.
going off the rails. Yes, you do need to stop. But also with a win, they would also be the first time they got 3 points in Charlotte.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey, there's a first time for everything, and this could be the first time they win in Charlotte. Who knows?
yeah, who does know? Obviously, Charlotte there for a while we had like a 9 game win streak. They were in great
Hmm.
form. And they're still playing tough, and it's going to be tough playing on turf.
Yes, I just pray for like no injuries,
I
honestly.
mean,
I don't
honestly,
want to see Andre Blake in that goal. I'm sorry. I do not want to see Andre Blake in that
if that hammy is even or knee or whatever is even remotely close to after this international break being kind of spotty because he did not look good against Curacao.
I want to see Andrew Rick in goal and then George Marks probably for Union 2.
It doesn't matter. Just if anybody is injured or has
Rest get there.
or has maybe little knocks.
Yeah.
Like at this point, take 66 points to be healthy for the playoffs. But
Yeah.
if you're feeling great and everybody's 100%, then yeah, sure, go make a run for it. I think with Frankie back, that's a big boost,
Mhm.
obviously. Um, And beyond that, here we get to see round two between Frankie and Zaha.
Yep.
Pep Biel's going to be somebody. Tolamaki has been in great run of form for Charlotte ever since they moved off on Patrick Agyemang. He's been kind of their new solid striker up front. And look, defensively, they've been good at times this year. And have beat some very, very good opponents.
Yeah, and of course, Union, you want to see them have some good momentum going into the playoffs. So,
All right, so sorry to cut you off there, but what Makanya talked about that was one of the questions, so we'll play that right.
I mean, right now we're just looking at the game as a game to keep on preparing for the playoffs. So yeah, looking into that game, we just take it as a game to just keep on working and just prepare ourselves mentally and physically for the playoffs.
all right, great. Thanks so much.
Yeah, sorry about the wind there.
About the way it sounded on that.
Yeah. Having said that, though, he's right. I mean, this is a stepping stone for the playoffs. And I think that's really, really exciting that, yeah, even though they've already clinched the league or the shield, it's the league,
Yeah.
that they still are trying to prove that, hey, we got to keep this in good form heading into playoffs. And they do. I mean, win on Saturday would be massive.
Massive.
Massive, to quote Bradley Carnell.
Mm-hmm.
But also build that confidence because let's get into it. Here today, MLS released their if the playoffs were today kind of thing they've been doing the last couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And here it is. So if the playoffs were held today,
Yeah.
Union would have their choice between
Be the winner between Chicago and Columbus.
yes.
And are we really wanting either of them?
Chicago at Chicago.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried, but the problem is
They had some mojo going against Miami when they played
But
them.
they're
And thank
so
you,
good.
Chicago, by the way.
they're
for
so
beating-
good on the road, though.
Yeah,
They're like one of the best teams in the league on the road, so they have to go to Chester.
I'd almost rather face Crew because you know what? Need to avenge that.
Again, I think this is a good matchup. I mean, I think either of those teams you can win, but it's going to be
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
And then if you get out of that, you would get the Charlotte NYCFC at Subaru Park
Mhm.
winner. And I think Union proven they can take care of both of those teams.
Yep.
The top of that bracket is extremely
Cincy and Orlando.
and Miami
And
and
Nashville.
Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I'm glad they get to battle it out between them.
I mean,
first.
now there could be a flip here. If Miami wins on Saturday,
Yeah.
they could
True.
pole
Obviously,
vault,
this is
and then
still not set.
and honestly, I mean, Orlando and Nashville. Well, I think it's Orlando or Nashville could fall down into that, and that would be just a nightmare if you had to play Nashville.
Well, yeah.
Orlando wouldn't be an easy out either. I kind of would be interested to see Cincy Chicago. Ooh, that'd be
Well, plain and simple, the East is stacked and no one's going to be an easy one to beat.
well. I'll be honest with you. That top of that Western Conference there with LAFC and San Diego is interesting. And then you always have Seattle just lurking, even though they're the fifth seed right now. And I think Vancouver is definitely the hot team right now coming out of the West. But LAFC is a team, even though they lost to Austin last.
They also were missing Bouanga and Son.
Yes.
So
take that with a grain of salt.
yeah.
It's going to be interesting, but the playoffs are the playoffs.
Yep.
So honestly, right now, I'm fine with Chicago. I think that's a good matchup for the Union, and I'd be fine with Columbus as well.
Yeah. No, I think, I mean, gosh, Union should have beaten Columbus early in the season at home, but, late goal given up.
Yeah, one of many drop points this year.
Yep.
But not as much as last year.
No.
And we will be talking about that once this is all said and done this year. But anyway, decision day on Saturday will probably be live. I don't know if Mike Brewer's going live post-match, but one of us will probably be on there.
Yep.
And then we'll be at the match on Sunday. So if you see us, say hi.
Yeah, Union too. So,
Yeah.
yep. Yeah, definitely go show up and yeah.
Do you also want to plug our other thing?
Well, we will after the thing coming up this week.
Yeah.
Oh, we can plug that eventually.
Okay. We have something else in the work coming up as well.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for that also.
We'll just say we're going to be featured on a news program.
So yeah, we'll be going on a program here this week.
Oh, I also want to add, because I mean, we mentioned the academy a bit and everything, but I want to point out for anyone because we have people that are more out our way. Um, Union 3, or basically the academy kids,
Hmm.
like so mainly the U18s and stuff. They play in the UPSL and they are playing at well, it's what do they call it now? The Capital City Islanders or whatever. It's Harrisburg City Islanders, whatever.
Hmm.
You know, they're back basically. And yeah, they're playing at Harrisburg. They're on City Island at 3 p.m. on Saturday, actually. Union 3. So thought about maybe we stop out there and check that out. But
Yeah.
yeah, if you're out that way,
Yeah. Hey,
that could be fun to do. I mean, Kyle used to go to and she used to go City Islanders back
I think I went to like one or
maybe.
two matches, just kind of like, oh, let's go check it out,
Yeah.
kind of thing. I remember going, and no, it was not the match that Ryan Richter played for.
The one match.
The one match, which we did clarify this
Yeah,
year.
one match.
But anyway, thanks for tuning in. As always, it's been another episode of the One Team We Agree On, just to get you kind of through the week and get you caught up.
Yeah, make sure to like and subscribe and leave us comments because we love hearing from you. And, find us wherever you get your podcast. Of course, please help spread the word. You can subscribe to our website as well so you can get our articles right to your inbox. And we'll have some things coming up this week. Like I said, we will have some news later this week to inform you about. And yeah, so that should be good. And as always, thank you everyone who has been engaging with us and listening.
And until next time, I'm Kyle.
I'm Jillian.
See you at the game.